When he was a child, he believed old people were the luckiest humans alive. To him, childhood felt heavy. There were always rules to follow, books to carry, mornings that arrived too early, and endless instructions about what to do and what not to do. Every day felt like preparation for a life that had not yet begun. But whenever he looked at elderly people, they seemed peaceful. They sat under trees without hurry. They walked slowly without fear of being late. They laughed softly, drank tea in silence, and watched the world as though they had finally made peace with it. One day, sitting beside his grandfather, the little boy asked, "Dada, when do people finally get time to enjoy life?" His grandfather smiled gently and replied, "When they become old." The answer settled deep inside the child's heart. From that day onward, he stopped wishing to grow stronger or taller like other children did. Instead, he secretly wished to become old. He imagined wrinkles as signs of freedom. Gray hair looked peaceful to him. Old age seemed like a beautiful place where life finally slowed down enough to breathe. And so, without realizing it, he began rushing through life. He hurried through school, believing happiness existed somewhere beyond it. He hurried through youth, convinced that peace was waiting later. He rushed through friendships, through seasons, through sunsets, through ordinary afternoons that once begged quietly to be noticed. Years passed like pages caught in the wind. And then one evening, after a lifetime of rushing toward tomorrow, tomorrow finally arrived. He was old now. His hair had turned silver. His hands trembled softly. His walk had slowed exactly the way he once dreamed it would. And yet, something inside him felt strangely empty. One rainy evening, he sat beside a window watching children run through the streets, laughing as rainwater splashed beneath their feet. He watched the clouds drift slowly across the darkening sky. He listened to distant birds returning home. He noticed how beautifully the world still moved, even without asking anyone to hurry. And suddenly, a painful truth touched his heart. The peace he had searched for in old age had been scattered across his entire life. It was hidden in childhood mornings, in careless laughter, in unfinished conversations. In ordinary days he was too busy escaping. He had spent his whole life waiting for the moment life would finally begin, only to discover that life had been quietly happening the entire time. And with tired eyes full of understanding, the old man smiled gently and whispered to himself, "I was so busy running toward peace that I never noticed how much beauty was already beside me."